Good night. If Europe don't accelerate the recuperation process, the crisis will take all continents to reign. In the section of sport, María del Mar Plaza has for you an awaited interview. Today we begin talking about news what it have happened in England recently. London is preparing for the Olympic Games celebration by the year 2012. Until that moment arrived it already Christmas in England. As each year Santa Claus to take to children the last 24 December. New we will replace international news. In Europe continue the fight against world crisis. In the meantime in Asia, North Korea, homage to President would date a few days. Iran is preparing for the might creation of the atomic bombs. In England, a lot of schools have to open because of heavy rain what in areas of the country separated 300 liters per school meter. Although rains seem to stop tomorrow, the snow comes. Really is it true, Laura? No, I may wait Laura Sanchez and the weather report. I wish a good weekend and good night, everybody.
Okay, Monday 2 December, Sunday 8 December. Very wet and very windy at times. The week starts on a cold note with some ice in the northwest of the UK. It will be a freezing day for all with showers coming into northern and western parts. The shower wintry over higher ground, especially South Scotland. Eastern parts are favored for a bright but cold day. By the end of the day, the Atlantic low will be heading our way, bringing some very wet and very windy weather to North Ireland first. That soon spreading to all other parts of the UK on Tuesday. Gas will mostly be in the 15-70 mph range, with some travel disruption likely. There will also be some snow in Scotland, most significantly during the afternoon, in a cold northwester as the low begins to pull away. Other parts of the northwest will be wintry showers late in the day. Those showers also streaming down in a brisk northwesterly. Wednesday sees another spell on wind and rain spreading south across most parts of the UK. Parts of the UK may well see some flood warning issued by midweek. It will stay windy into Tuesday and northwesterly with a scattering of showers which will be wintry over the Highlands of Scotland. Tuesday night looks dry but with clearing skies and lighter winds it will turn cold. After a brief but frosty start to Friday, the next system comes in from the Atlantic, bringing cold and rain with it on a freezing. Temperatures this week will generally be in the range of 4–10 degrees. There are signs of pressure rising into the weekend, but it still looks quite freezing. Okay, thank you. See you tomorrow.
Good night and welcome to our special interview. As I said before, today we have with us one of the best coaches in the world, Jose Mourinho. Known for his ambition to win, Mourinho has been with important teams including Real Madrid. Good night, Mourinho, and thanks for coming.
Thank you to the BBC.
You come back home. In that way, isn't it? Have you come here to talk to any teams in England?
Well, it's an offer that I can't refuse, but now I'm very happy now with the Real Madrid, and I want to finish my contract. I have the 2 more years with the Real Madrid.
Would you like to go back to train in Chelsea or another team in England like Manchester City or United?
Like I said before, I'm very happy now with the Real Madrid that if I finish my contract, of course that I want to come back to England or in Italy, training at teams like you have mentioned.
Well, we are at Christmas and we'll begin a new year. The first match is against Malaga Football Club. Do you think they will surprise you?
Well, Malaga this year is a very powerful team. They have very good players like Van Nistelrooy or Santi Cazorla. It's possible that it will be more stronger than other years, but we are the Real Madrid and we want to win that match.
Would you like to guess what the result will be?
Well, it will be a very difficult game, but I don't like to put a result.
If Real Madrid win, they could play again against Barcelona. We see this has happened many times already. What do you think has caused this?
Well, we have now a game like you told against Malaga. If we win that games, it's possible that we play against Barcelona, but it's casual. It's something that is casual, and I don't think that it's a special of a black hand or something like that.
Do you trust the referees?
I think that the referees want to do their job the best as possible. I want to do the same with my job.
Is your objective to be the first coach to win 3 European titles with 3 different teams?
Well, it's not an objective. It's a personal goal that I had to be the first coach to win 3 titles in 3 different teams. If I have the opportunity to do that goal, I will do it.
As for the Ballon d'Or, Cristiano or Messi?
They are 2 very important football players. They are the best of the world, but I prefer Cristiano Ronaldo because he's in our team. He's a very powerful player. He's a very good football player.
And as a coach, you or Guardiola?
Guardiola is one of the most important coach now in the world because he is the director of a very powerful sport project called Barcelona. It's amazing all the titles that they won in the past.
Who would you say is your ideal team?
I think that's very hard to choose all the players because when I was in a team, I have in that moment all the best players at hand. So it's very difficult to choose all the players that I have been on Chelsea, on Porto, on Inter. So I think that I have the best in each moment.
If no other football club requests you after having left the Real Madrid team, would you train a team like Malaga?
I don't think that training another team in Spain, I think they will come back to England or Italy. In that country, they will be a good teams waiting for me.
And finally, we choose a question from a viewer. The question is, would you sing Messi?
I don't think that Messi is a good player for the Real Madrid because he's a very important football player, but I think that perfect to Barcelona, not for Real Madrid.
Enjoy a good night and morning news sport show at 1 p.m. with Kate Taylor. See you tomorrow.